One great way to experience Puglia is to just get in your car and drive. Head into the mountains overlooking the Adriatic and enjoy the scenery and laid-back culture that defines southern Italy. On this particular drive, I was headed for a very special place. I must be entering the Trulli zone. That's what they call it, the Zona Trulli. Trulli are houses constructed with limestone with distinctive conical-shaped roofs. This first Trullo I spotted was a perfect example of the ancient Puglian-style home. Alberobello. This is the heart of the Zona Trulli. The charming, traditional whitewashed houses bring the crowds. But stay until dusk or get off the main streets, and it's as quiet as it may have been 100 years ago. Or better yet, hook up with these guys. Meet the Brothers Piepoli.
With three brothers, I'm Vito Piapoli. I was born in this house, and I come every year to see Mom, and we got a feast called St. Cosmo Damiano.
Alberobello natives living abroad, with two of them in the States for decades, these three guys were the perfect people to run into.
So we get together once a year with our wives, and most of the time with our wives, and we see each other. Yeah.
Here for an annual family celebration. They were excited to show a fellow Yank around town and give me a local's take on the history of these beautiful houses.
They used to build them out of hay, and they used to fall apart, they caught on fire. So through generation, they kept it the same method, and they build them like by rocks.
These walls are very thick, they're nearly 3 feet thick.
These houses were built that they are cooler in the summer and hotter in the winter, supposedly. You know?
They keep the heat. They retain the heat for the winter time.
It's all rocks. There's nothing inside it. It's wood.
Now, let me ask you something. Did you ever all live in here at one time?
Yes, we all did, of course.
We lived together here till 19. I was the first one to leave the family.
So are these places pretty big inside, or?
You can get 2 and 3 bedroom,
but they're tiny.
With a lounge and a
They're
kitchen.
tiny little rooms.
Well, let's go inside and check it out.
Absolutely.
We headed inside to get a peek at what life in one of these ancient homes looks like. And you know what? It wasn't much different than anything I was used to. Just smaller.
I remember sharing this room with Vito. We both slept in here.
Yeah.
2 guys slept in this room?
Well, I was 7, he was 15 when we left. We were all born, all 5 of us, the 3 of us plus 2 sisters. We were born in that room right there. There was no hospitals. We're talking about 1960. It wasn't that long ago.
John, I remember when he wasn't here. When he was born, my father and I went back in the kitchen. I can remember my father back and forth. And
The brother from the Isle of Man is a chef, and he, of course, took me to the kitchen. But he had another name for this room.
The naughty one. You got nuts, you got chocolate.
Sounds like he rebelled by becoming a chef. Surprise, surprise. It was almost like a dollhouse, and they all seemed to get a kick out of how intimate their childhood home appears through the lens of time. But it was clear they wouldn't have had it any other way.
This was a stall for animals.
Originally, this
was a stable?
Yeah.
So who shared this room? Which of you guys?
My parents' room.
This was your parents' room?
Yeah.
Okay. Keeping good company here.
Yeah.
We went out back, where many residents of Alberobello cultivate vegetable gardens for their home. Fresh lettuce and melanzana. Dinner salad, anyone? Vito explained their rainwater harvesting system, installed generations ago not for any attempts to go green, but out of necessity.
Before they got a water hookup, so there was no other method for water except collecting water.
So when you grew up, you were collecting your own water?
Yeah, we were drinking that water.
Before we came in from 67, we didn't have running water. This was our source of water.
We didn't have a bathroom. We didn't have it. That bathroom wasn't there when we left in 60.
We're going back in the early 40s.
Yeah, we go up there all the time.
You get good view up there.
We headed up a rickety ladder onto the roof to take in the view. The skyline of Alberobello, one unique to Puglia. The brothers were better than any guidebook, telling me stories about the neighbors and explaining some of the architectural details, like these pinnacles that top most of the cones in Alberobello. Turns out that while they may not mean anything specific today, originally they identified the person who designed the house.
Those are original. See it? Those are original Trulli. You could tell they've been there for over 100 years.
Yeah.
These painted designs you'll see on the tiles are symbols from anything from good luck to Catholic saints like Saint Damiano. to whom the local church is dedicated. As a UNESCO site, homeowners are required to restore the buildings using original construction techniques when doing work on the house.
If you look at their roof, John, they're trying to take the city back to where it was.
So what is this?
John showed me the inside of the cone, which serves as the Trullo's attic.
This was the original hole that you would walk up here from the living room. There was a ladder.
All right, I made it up. Let's see if I can make it down.
Hope that ladder holds up.
It's an old ladder.
That's an ancient one.
You know how old that ladder is? Oh my God.
This is an original ladder.
It was time for me to hit the mean streets of Alberobello with the Brothers Piepoli. I couldn't wait to see what they'd get me into.
Damn. Better than Florida, I'll tell you that.